Hey guys, Rob Robillard at the JLC Trade Show. We're here at the Schluter booth, and I'm here with my friend Tim Roy. We've done a lot of work with Tim. We've done lots of training and certifications with you. A lot of fun. I'm excited today because you have something new that I have not seen yet. Tell us about it.
So what we have here is our LIPROTEC niche. The niche is available in 3 sizes right now. We have a 12 by 12, a 12 by 20, and a 12 by 28, with the light being offered at the vertical at the top.
Yep, I see it.
As you can see here, what we're showing is our all-in-one switch. This is our transformer and dimmer switch all in one. So we got 120 volts coming in, 24 volts coming out, supplying our light. On this side of our display here, we're showing a rear placement light, but you can see it kind of casts a shadow in a unique way.
Totally.
Some people like that, but there's an option. We can also move it to the front or to the middle. On the other side here, I'll show you.
Oh, it's in the middle. Yep.
Same niche. This is our 12-inch. The back side is our 20, but you can see we've added the light to the middle.
And it's controlling another light.
Correct. So on this side, we're actually using our driver instead of our all-in-one switch. And with that, we have the ability to put in line voltage lighting as well. So ceiling light, shower light, fan, etc. can be all controlled with one switch.
Perfect.
With the all-in-one, we would have to use multiple switches. With this one, we can tie the two together. And we just need to hide our driver in maybe an adjacent cabinet or adjacent closet, basement, attic, as long as it's accessible. We can supply that with a cable that's ranged. We have a 13-foot, a 26-foot, and a 50-foot cable. That cable is going to connect the driver or the switch to our niche. With that cable, we have a proprietary connection that's going to tie the whole thing together.
Yeah, this is the part that I'm interested in, because this is like the installers want to see this.
Correct.
Like, how is this even possible?
These 3 niches come with a plastic box already fused into the top of the niche. Also comes with a little stainless steel junction box. This simply slides in the hole.
Yep.
Our wire is going to go through. Simply snap in. Once it snaps in, kind of locks the whole thing together, like you see there.
With the gasket. Yep.
Yep. Once that's in place, we're going to provide a little KERDI patch. This is simply just to keep the thin set from filling in the hole, because the whole idea is that this connection is in a serviceable junction box.
Right.
We don't want to just punch a hole through the side of the niche, wire nut our wires together, and stuff them in a hole. God forbid there's ever a problem. We can't service that. So we're just going to put our little KERDI patch over the wire, kind of like so. Again, just to keep the thin set from filling in the box.
You could put 2 on there and make it waterproof if you wanted to. I mean, you could overlap it, right?
It's at the top of the niche. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The box itself is waterproof.
Right.
So we don't necessarily need to make it waterproof.
And this connection becomes waterproof.
Correct.
Got
There's a little rubber gasket
well.
in there. It's going to make a tight connection. The element is basically an LED element that's designed to fit in our Deco SG. So this is our shadow gap or shower glass profile.
Right. Right.
We've made it to receive the light. Designed the light to fit in it perfectly. Just snaps into the profile.
Yep. And that's completely waterproof.
Yep. And then from there, we're just going to make our connection. We're going to plug this together. It's a little easier when it's all stuck in place. Make sure it actually clips.
Yep.
Push our wire into the hole.
And put it where you want it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it so we can see here.
Center it, front, left.
Yeah. And there's your thing. Put a piece of tile in the back of the front. As you can see on the model, there's 2 different looks. That's a center one. Really has a nice light to it.
Right. And then this one has a back one.
Depending on the tile, maybe we had a mosaic and we want to see that shadow effect. We could slide the light to the back. So it all depends on what you're doing for tile, whether you want it at the back or in the middle.
Now,
both are going to give you
Tim,
a nice
you
image.
mentioned the transformer, low voltage transformer. Where does this come? How does this come into play?
So this is our all-in-one driver and dimmer all-in-one. So this is going to take place of this here.
Okay.
We're going to have line voltage coming in the bottom. We're going to have high voltage coming out the back, out the top. It's also got a little divider on it, so we can, within code, we can have both low voltage and high voltage in the same box by separating it.
Yeah.
If we didn't have this tab, it wouldn't make code. Putting a little tab on there, we're going to be able to make code. If you had a multiple gang box, they do make dividers, so you can legally put this in a box.
And you need a deep box to do that, clearly, but it's doable.
It is cuttable, so you could put it in a shallower box. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's going to be a lot easier in a full depth box.
Yep.
And again, if you have multiple boxes, they do make dividers that fit in those boxes as well.
Wow.
We don't have that. You'd have to get that from your supplier.
Interesting. Now, I assume this is just Gen 1 coming out. You're going to probably talk about next year, a year after that. We're going to have different sizes and widths. And
you know, that's with anything we do, we're always looking to grow or extend and make changes. As the market asks for more and more, we're going to continue to hopefully develop more and more. You know, we're hearing rumors of different things coming down the road, but they're exactly that rumor. So we don't want to get anybody too excited, but I would anticipate some new products for this maybe by the end of the year, or definitely next year.
Can you talk a little bit about the two different options of power? What are the costs, retail costs on these things?
So the retail costs are a little bit different. The driver's around $150, $160 retail, and the switch is around $250. So it's about $100 difference. All in, the cheapest option, so being the smallest niche, the shortest length of wire, and the driver, you're looking at about $500 retail.
Okay.
The biggest niche with the longest wire, which you might not need just because it's the larger niche, you might still be able to use a shorter wire, and the driver is about $800 retail. Okay. And kind of in between there. So
somewhere between $500 and $1,000, you can do all kinds of.
You can do a single niche. We have had customers take two, put them side by side. I think I just did one that was 3 side by side.
Did they cut them and make them all bigger?
Yeah, they just cut one off. So the nice thing about our pre-made niches is, let me grab the niche behind you.
Yeah, sure.
With the pre-made niche, if I wanted to, I could cut this, take a 4-inch chunk out, and then just take a piece of our KERDI-BOARD from our shower system and put it back together. So they can be easily modified, pretty easy. The key is, the nice thing about the niche is we have all our waterproof corners and whatnot. But if I cut this one side off of one, cut the opposite side off the other, put a piece of KERDI-BOARD across it, I'm done. Now I have a 20 by 20.
That's the best part of
the system. So we could extend, you know, 2, 3 wide. Obviously, you got to pay attention to a couple details, but it's not difficult by any means.
Really great. Is this stuff available? Like, can I go to Romatile tomorrow and get this? Most
of the distributors are going to have this in stock, and if they don't, you know, most of the dealers or distributors that are a couple of times a week they order. So they'll be able to get it to you within a week, I would say.
I'm super excited. Hey, thank you so much for doing this. It's good to see you again. Thank you, everybody.